It's good to see you again. So, a quick discussion. Today's topic is oppression. So, oppression, right? What I'm talking about is not the normal oppression you know, but it's still oppression. And why I'm saying not the normal is because I'm not going with Webster Dictionary or Merriam Dictionary or whatever meaning in the dictionary, but I'm going to simplify it for everyone so that you understand what I mean by the word oppression. Now, oppression is mimicking. No, oppression is doing because you can, not because it's right. And then mimicking or in the guise of justice, but with a state or with a face of condemnation. Doing because you can, not because it's right, in the guise of justice or or mimicking justice, but with the face of condemnation. Do you understand? So now there are different types of oppression. We have social oppression, economic oppression, religious oppression, racial oppression, family oppression, whatever category you find yourself in. It's the list is endless. But the very three main ones are social, religious, racial, and economy for economic oppression. But I'm not going to tie this to any particular category of oppression. This will be a vast discussion. We might have a series of it. Oppression. So remember, I said oppression is doing because you can, not because it's right, in the guise of justice or mimicking justice, but with the face of condemnation. Now, when you see yourself as a big person or someone, most times oppressors might not be wealthy people. Even one who is poor can be an oppressor. When you take something from somebody because you feel you can, remember our previous definition, you take something from somebody. Now, let's take the example of a school child. You're a teacher, and a child came to school with a pen, and you got the pen from the child. Okay, I want to use this pen. And the child lends it to you willingly. You get children love their teachers, and after she gave that to you, she's expecting you to return it because that's how children are. You are not returning it. You are not forthcoming. You are not saying anything. She comes to you and asks you, "Oh, hello now. I need my pen." Instead of you to say, "Oh dear, I missed that pen," or "I'm still using it, I'll give it to you." I will come and go and sit down. I'll give it to you when I'm through. You've oppressed that child. You're trying to silence her voice. And if it's a child that is raised in an environment where everything is yes sir, yes no, that child is going to yes you till you finish that pen without asking. Or if it is a very bold child, she comes again. Say, if you come back again and ask for that pen, I will flog you. You're an oppressor. Oh, yes, you are. Let me cite an example again as a teacher. You have a child who is so extravagant, who is so not extravagant, who is very bright. There are children who are so bright. You get enters a place, she lights up the whole environment. She speaks when she's asked. She does not speak when she's asked. She just talks all the time. And because you're a teacher, you don't know how to manage emotions. You don't know how to manage these bright stars because that's what they are. You just scream, will you shut up? Will you keep quiet? You talk too much. So for every time she's talking, shut up, you talk too much. Shut up, you like showing off. You're an oppressor. That's why I said the oppression is not going to come from the normal way we know it. You're an oppressor. You're oppressing that child. There are ways to go about it. Like, okay, hello, Jennifer, can you just hold on, let this person speak? Or hello, Jennifer, hold on, let other people speak. And Jennifer, it's time to keep quiet in the class. We are not speaking presently. Jennifer keeps quiet. Sometimes Jennifer might not keep quiet. Then you give Jennifer a task to do. Most times, those children, the only way you can bring them to a particular state of stability is scribbling, is writing, is mental sums. But for every time the child is saying something, you are screaming her down, you are screaming on him, you are shouting, you're an oppressor. Because what you're doing, you're trying to catch that light, you're trying to make that child timid, and peradventure you succeed. You have raised a fearsome child, a child who will be very fearful, and when he or she breaks out eventually, she'll be very toxic, or he'll be very toxic, because that child is thinking that that is the way to go about it. So that's the kind of oppression I'm talking about. Then, as a mom or as a father, your child is coming to ask you for something. This is going to blow your mind, and you don't have it, right? You don't have that to afford for now. There is a way to go about it. Oh, I don't have it. When I have it, I'll give it to you. That child comes, says something the first time, you didn't answer. The second time, you didn't answer. The third time, you blasted like you're an oppressor. Why are you oppressing her? She has every right to ask you for something. You brought her to this world, and so you are responsible for her. You are oppressing that child by that outburst of anger. Because that child will copy it tomorrow, grow up, do it to her children, pass down generations that it is normal to scream. But I asked you the first time, you kept mute. The second time, the third time should have opened your mouth to say, oh, I don't have that. Not for you to scream. And when you scream, you have sent a signal to that child. Because you're her parent, she listens to you more. She loves you, she adores you, he adores you. So you have just communicated something to that person, an oppressor. Because what you did is you just quench that privilege rights. That privilege, you also quench the rights. Yes. Or you are a mistress who have a maid, and the maid, you felt the maid did something, and the maid say, Ma, I didn't do it. I said, you did it. Ma, I didn't do it. It's okay to leave her. She didn't do it. Leave it. If she did it, oh, she's going to do it again, and you could definitely catch her this time around. The first time, the second one, they always say that time is a charm. So you will definitely catch her this time around. But she kept telling you, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And you looked for everything to conjure her to say she did it, and she still did not do it. Then you start putting the words to her. I put it to you. So you are trying to break her in every aspect of her defense. You're trying to break that defense. And if it is a child, a teenage child doing, definitely you know you will break the defense. I'm sure that most times when children say yes, it's not because they actually did it, but because of the circumstances around them. Why do you think adults lie? What do you think a grown up will tell lie? Do you think it's because the person actually did it? No, the person, most times they didn't do it, but because there are structures that has sent signal to this person emotion, the first thing to do is to lie to save himself. So when they tell you yes, most times they didn't do it. When they do say no, most times they did it. So whichever way the scenario plays, you're an oppressor when you fail to believe what a grown-up child is telling you. And not because they are presidents, no, not because they are lines. It's a different thing. If there's a line, you understand, there is a pattern. So you know, okay, this is with this person, this is it. But this is just the first time. And you have not given a room to doubt, a room to check. You're an oppressor. So you see why I told you that the oppression we are coming today is different. Oh, it's different. It's different from the high oppress the poor or the rich oppress the poor. No, it cuts across everything. So we'll pause here for today and we'll show up again with more oppression, not oppressing you, but with more categories of oppressor. And the aim of this is not to pinpoint or to judge, it's for you to look inwardly. We are to make the world a better place. Nobody's going to make it for us. Jesus came, He did. It's left for us to make it a better place for us. Thank you. I'll see you some other time. Bye. Have a great day.